Okay, so black women, I took a minute from my studies to just let you know or remind you about the fact that y'all are like really spiraling out of control and you're not remembering the things that are really important in life. Do you remember that the Forbes article that came out during the COVID explained that by 2030, more than 50% of African American people would be unemployed? Do you remember that by 2050, they expect African Americans to be completely unemployed, right? Now, we know that's not going to be completely true for every one of us, but for the collective of us that does not pay attention to what is going on in our lives, elections, programs that's coming out, the fact that the president and the vice president within the next few months is going on this huge trying to bring America up to speed with all of the technological advances, AI, physics, everything you can think of to bring us up to speed to compete with other countries. Now, black women, I just want to talk about two things that you need to get into, right? What you need to do for the first thing is to go find that news article talking about Biden and him investing in America in the tech industry, and find out what companies they are. Just go to the article and it literally points out every single state and each program they're going to have in your state that they are going to pour money into to give people 6, 7, 8-figure jobs to help them bring America into, what is this, 20, how do you say it? Not the 21st century, but we're going into the 22nd century, right? To bring us up to speed. So get on it. Do not forget, right? There are other things you could do if you're not interested in that type of tech science, and because it takes a lot of work, but it's good for young girls, right? Who are going into college and who have not yet decided on what majors to take in school that makes a decent amount of money, so they don't have to ever worry about inflation, the black tech gap between every other type of person, culture working, and us. Because black people, let's face it, too many of us are not interested in the right things. When you look at the ignorance that is running rampant on black YouTube, it's disgusting. And we are literally the dunces of the platform. You need to get away from all them dumb conversations and start thinking about your money, jobs for women in the future, and how to get into this evolution of tech that is coming, right? Let me just tell you in short a couple of ways right now you can make money quickly so that you could prepare yourself for this administration where Biden is announcing that he's announcing 31 regional tech hubs to start an American innovative, I don't know, like jumpstart, right? So, or initiative. Get involved with it. But remember, I said, don't sleep on Google. You can go on Google and take the data analyst certificate. That can open you up to a bunch of jobs that will make a lot more money, so that you could build your way up the ladder of making lots of money so that you could own a home. Once you own a home, remember I told you before, that is the first step to gaining generational wealth and opening the door for you to get into all those housing programs concerning those immigrants. So study for any type of analyst job you can find online. Just Google whatever type of analyst career you're interested in, and then Google test questions or preparation test questions for an analyst test or job or whatever. It'll come up. There are also videos on YouTube where you can literally be taught different things about the different types of analyst jobs there are. If you're looking for a particular type of job, go on the website Opportunity Outlook, which is United States. It's a section of the Department of Labor where it tells you about every single job that's in that field. So you go on there, Occupational Outlook handbook, and it's also called an occupational handbook. You go in there, you look for everything that's under analyst. Find one you like. There's educational analyst, there's data analyst, there's all types of analysts, right? Go on, find the one that's more of a good fit for you. Go online, Google questions for the test, because most of those jobs are a test, right? Learn everything to pass the test. Then also go on YouTube and watch the videos of particular people doing videos about that job, so you learn more about it. Test to get the job, get it. Create a whole profile on LinkedIn with all of the information that you have gained so that you can get an interview. Before you go on the interview, go back on Google, back on YouTube to go over the frequently asked questions, the frequently analyst interview asked questions, so you could get a jump start on that. Second thing, in any other type analyst job, second way you can make money, right? Now, where are all my girls at that do retail? This is something that I had totally forgot about, and I should not, because my own daughter does this, right? Okay. She has a degree, but she decided that during the COVID, she just went into retail. Now, at first, she was working at places like Bergdorf Goodman and places like that where it's retail, but it's not, like lower end retail. But let me tell you something. The way she told me that a lot of girls are coming into where she's at now is that they work at places like Banana Republic and other forms of retail like that. And they network with people that are already in the position that they want to get to. And once they get networks and they find people and they know someone that says, keep in touch or look me up or whatever, they go put together a really swanked out, fancy LinkedIn profile for the type of job they want in this high profile retail job. Like, she has actual clients that, I'm talking about my daughter, she has actual clients that make appointments to shop with her. She gets a commission, there's no cap, plus her salary. She can, let me just tell you how it works. A person can come in and spend like $1,300 on 2 or 3 clothing items, or maybe even one. Not only does she have a salary, but she makes a commission off that $13,000. Do you understand what I'm saying, young black women who work now in retail? You must learn to network and also learn about how jobs are an extension of others. So if you basically work at something like the Gap, Banana Republic, look at all of the positions that are in that job. And then you take that title and you go search it out in a very high end or high retail position. You go find the most expensive store. And I'm not talking no dumb shit like Louis Vuitton store, right? You go to the stores where CEOs shop, things like that. I can't call out names because I don't want to call out the store my daughter works at. So you go to stores like that where people actually schedule appointments, okay? Now, in stores like that, you have to be a real hard seller. So you need to know what you have to do that. You need to know a little bit about design, because you literally got to put the looks together on these people to make them happy and make them satisfied with making the sale. You also have to convince them that you know what you're talking about, and you have to know the clothes that they come in asking for. I'm not kidding, y'all. Like, when you start dealing with retail on a real high-end level, you pretty much got to know all the stuff a designer knows. You got to know what goes into making this, all the different types of blazers, all the different types of sweaters, shirts, pants, scarves. Pardon. You got to know all that stuff. Because they're going to come in and they're going to ask you, I need 6 of this, I need 2 of this, I need this, I need that. And you got to literally run around like a little tailor in this customized high retail store and grab shit off the rack, pull stuff down off the shelves and ask, would you like this? And would you do it? And this also goes with this and this and that. That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. So listen, look up what I'm talking about. high-end retail. Find the stores in your city, in your state, right? Then go on to the website and just scroll and learn every and anything you can about that store. Learn all of the titles for the positions in that store. And then you go on LinkedIn, right? Try to find somebody that's already doing that job. Build a rapport with them. Tell them this is what you're interested in doing, and then ask them how would you go about trying to get an interview there. Follow what they're saying, follow up, and once you get in, believe me, you will make decent money. When you make that decent money, other doors will open up for you in that field, and it will also allow you the money to now change your life. You now have the money to move where you want to move. Get further education that you need. Please, Black women, there is a plan and you already see it in motion, okay? You see all these Black people out on the street homeless. You see that people are coming online, on television, in the movies, doing interviews, trying to make Black women stay in poverty, trying to convince us that our counterparts, which are these no good, low performing Black males, are all that we should ever aspire to have and gun for in life. Stop, do not fall for this shit. They're trying to make you a permanent underclass. They need you to like literally be a self-fulfilling prophecy of that. By 2030, 50% of us are unemployed, and by 2050, all of us are unemployed or not able to compete in the market that they're going to create as a result of this year's kickstart of this 31 initiative high-tech hub program that Biden-Harris has going on, or whatever the hell, you know what I'm talking. Yeah, it's Biden-Harris has going on, right? So Black women, you got to get ready for it. You got to go read that article. You got to go see what companies Biden and Harris are going to pour money into to get this AI popping, to get I think they was even talking about like quantum physics and other different types of math, science, and computer. You got to go read it, because I can only remember a little bit because I'm trying to talk and tell you about so many things at one time. It's not all coming out and it's not in front of me where I can read it, right? So you got to go read the article, or click on the article, look through all the 31 companies they have listed, and they're throughout the entire country. So almost everybody's state has 2 or 3 programs, right? All right, go there, click on those companies. Look and see every single program they have for newbies or people that want to get involved in whatever they got going on in that company. They will have it. They'll probably even have internships. You never know. But this is how you get your money and you change up and you are part of the loop as everybody in this society starts getting into tech and other things and leaving us out of it. So just remember that. If you don't want to do what I'm saying, no problem. Just find another way to make sure that you're not one of the 50% that they're expecting to be unemployed by 2030. And that's not that far away. Remember, we talked about this before. And there is a grand plan to have all of us at zero income. Remember that? By 2050. So that is the reason why you see all of these people coming out of the woodwork, Black, white, other women and men, always trying to come at Black women for us to take the least out of everything in life, because they need us to be poor and destitute. And you're going to end up that way when you sit on YouTube all day talking about everything stupid. Princella, Cynthia G, the freaking the clam lady, the freaking cheesecake lady. Stop that, please, Black women. Please stop that shit. Because this world is moving so fast, and AI, right, is not going to take jobs away from you. Not in the way you think. You know what I'm saying is AI is not going to take jobs out of your hand. You're always going to have low-level jobs, but the jobs that are going to make the money and make life sustainable for you without having to kill yourself to make it, that is what they mean by that. They mean that AI is going to be incorporated in so many new jobs that all the education and the skills and everything that we have now is not going to make it in all the jobs that are coming. So you're going to have to dust yourself off, give yourself some new skills in AI and tech so that you can stay in the running and so that you're able to compete. Because they're talking about like AI is going to take more jobs from women than men. This is the type of shit they're talking, because think about how life is. We live in a patriarchy. The majority of engineers are guys. The majority of scientists, mathematicians, they're guys. So if they're pushing for all these jobs to be in those fields, they're gunning for the women. And you know it's planned. They took away Roe versus Wade. They took away affirmative action. They're trying to bury you under patriarchy. And the fact that if they empower and give more men all these jobs, all this money, and you're stuck fluttering around trying to figure it out, you're going to end up back in the situations that women fought so hard to get out of. They're doing this shit on purpose. But you could put a dead stop to this shit by just sitting down. Believe me, black women, it's not hard. Go on Google certificates. They got all kinds of free certificates on there where even if you don't give a shit about going into the job, get the education, get the certificate under your belt. Put it in your portfolio for your interviews, your employment, and for your education. That way, when you go for anything, you have such a renaissance background of certificate information. You're building up your brain and you're learning different ways to get in and stay in the game, because they're coming after women. You think I'm playing, but they're coming after us. We have jumped so far ahead of men. They have to find a way to get back in front of us to keep us underneath them, being, in a position in life where we need them so that they can maintain their control. You have got to understand this shit. And the more you stay technologically ignorant and science and math ignorant, the more they're going to push down on us and put us back underneath their feet, barefoot and pregnant, and it'll take us probably another 100 years to get out from under that, because they bringing the computers in to help them. Black women, I'm telling you, please stop all this stupid shit online with these black dudes, these black women worrying about the shit they saying about black dudes, and get your head right. Get your money up. Get your future together. Because if your future's not together, whatever little girls that you have in your family, they're going to be fucked up too. Please wake up. Get your ass on that HUD.gov website. Learn how to buy a home. Learn about all the first-time buyers programs. This is 2023. They got millions of dollars to put out into society, to get into programs, to build up America and to build up the people coming out of the total wrap-up of COVID. Get your butt in the game. They are talking about skyrocketing America. They ain't even giving a shit about debt and all that. They talking about building us back up. This is a boom that hasn't happened in a long time, okay? So now that they're doing this, you want to be a part of this, okay? Please get on LinkedIn. LinkedIn has training too, okay? Go on LinkedIn, create a profile. If you don't know what you're doing, go on YouTube for a good reason. Go on YouTube and type in LinkedIn, how to create a LinkedIn profile. A bunch of videos will come up. It'll show you how to create one. Then you go into the LinkedIn training. Learn how to do the stuff they have on there. Do the same thing with your resume. Make sure you have one on your computer and one you could physically carry with you and one digitally. You have to do all these things to get jobs, because you never know where you are, where you could just go, oh yeah, I'm interested in that. I do this, I do that. And the person may say, oh, well, send me your credentials, da-da-da. And you go, no problem. If you have an email, I can send it to you right now. And for my girls out there that are interested in doing apps, I told you, go on YouTube, go on Figma.com. Learn everything about Figma. That is the main one they're using right now to create apps. You could come up with any type of new app you want, change your life overnight. Black women, please get off of this bullshit on YouTube and start getting your life together. Now me, I'm gonna be in and out because I got to anchor down and get some shit done because I'm trying to do things by the end of this year. So if I pop in and out, that's when understand that I'm working on money and getting things done. I want you to do the same. That's why I took time away from my studies to let you know, get on the track that I'm talking about. Look for the jobs that make money now, that can take you into this big goddamn launch they're going to do in a couple of months. Please. All right, be well. I'm out.